You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us, but it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hi, Carrie.
Good morning. Top of the morning to you, friend.
Top of the morning. Again, we're telling people when we record during the day. Yes, another Saturday morning.
Yes, like if anybody really wants to know, that is usually our time, Saturday or Sunday mornings. We get up bright and early, not really, and we start recording bright and early, not really, so that we can then start our day off right and then carry on with all the other things we got to do for the day. Because if we did it the other way, then it would be like 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and we'd be like, oh, we didn't record yet. Oh, I forgot this came up, that came up, or whatever. And then we would be like, How about tomorrow? So we have to do it at the start of the day, get her done. It's a good way to start the day, and then we carry on. So that's our thing. So say we never know what we're doing, but that's pretty consistent. We have it's
pretty consistent.
Our Sunday or Saturday morning dates where we do this. So yes.
Yes. Surprise. And we've been pretty consistent about trying to figure out when we're going to record what, because we've got some crazy, just stuff going on and it's been busy. So trying to figure out when the episodes are coming. So we've been a little more diligent than we normally are.
Yeah, we kind of have to be. Yeah, because otherwise. So yeah, we say we kind of go with the flow, but we really do have to plan to a certain degree or else.
Yes.
We got nothing.
Sometimes we have to plan a little bit.
Yeah, yes. We do. So.
Yes. I did want to shout out at the beginning of the episode. I got a message on Instagram last night that I sent to you as well from Piper the Fisherline. I'm probably saying it wrong.
I can't see the whole thing.
Her handle.
I just see the Piper.
Yeah. And she sent us a picture of something, and she said, my mom is a big Pixie Dust Fan podcast. And said you and your friend Carrie would like this. I made it for my grade 10 graphic arts class. And it's a picture of Janice from the Muppets.
That's pretty cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yes, it's very cool.
It's very cool, and it's very well done. She's very talented.
And I love that she's in grade 10, unless she's older and she made this back in the day. But the fact that she's a young Muppet lover. There's nothing I love more than the next generation of Muppet lovers.
Yes, it's important that the Muppet love stays true and the young generations are being brought up with the Muppets.
Exactly. That's what makes it extra awesome.
So that was pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
That was pretty cool. That was a nice surprise last night. Yes. So you and I are getting ready for our travels, Carrie.
Yeah, we are. We've been chit-chatting a lot about our logistics and our what the heck are we doing?
There's a lot more logistics.
What are you using? What are you wearing?
Yeah. So by the time this goes live, we'll already be there. So Carrie and I are heading to LA to go to Disneyland. Yay!
Surprise!
Surprise! But this is actually for a conference. So we're going for a conference, and the logistics are they're very different for Disneyland. And everybody knows I love Disneyland. I hate getting to Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's an extra 2.5 hours on the plane.
Yeah.
And then it's probably a good hour to the hotel from the airport.
Yeah, that's the part. I don't mind the flight, really. As long as it's a smooth flight, I don't mind a flight. I can keep myself busy. But for me, it's I hate the Uber from the airport to the hotel. That's my least favorite part. And not even because of the cost. The cost is crazy because it keeps getting higher and higher and higher. It's the crazy drive, being in an Uber on it's like Fred Flintstone on the Speedway. Sometimes, depending on your driver. That's the
Yeah.
part that I don't like, because then sometimes I feel car sick, and sometimes I just feel like I'm in the Grand Prix or something in the back seat of a race car. So that's what
Yeah.
I don't like about it.
Isn't that funny? It's funny you say that because I always take a taxi to the airport in Toronto. And sometimes I have like the nicest drivers, and sometimes I feel like they are in the Grand Prix and I'm
Mhm.
holding my breath the entire way there.
Yeah,
Like I'm
yeah,
looking out the window
yeah.
and I'm like, do you see those brake lights up ahead? Like, slow down. You're going to be in his
And
trunk.
for me, like if I look if they're driving like that and I look down or I'm like trying to pay attention to my phone or something, then I start to feel car sick. Like there's sometimes like it doesn't happen often, but I've definitely had times in Florida and in California where I'm green. Like I'm on the
Yes.
verge of being green. And
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 not in
you
the good
know,
Kermit way.
and you know what I find too, like sometimes with the Ubers that you're in and Lyfts, is that they have very highly scented cars. Like, and not that it's a cologne, but a lot of them use like air fresheners because of all the people, probably, right? Like, there's
Yeah.
you think a busy, like, how many people do they have in the car all
Right.
day long and all night long? Like, so generally, those give me, some of them definitely give me a headache. But if you pair that with me starting to feel green, it's like it's a recipe for disaster. Like and if you're on the highway, you can't really crack the window. Like if you're on the
I know.
speedway, you can't really crack the window to get any fresh air. So yeah, for me, it's just
Yeah.
Uber and the Lyft ride.
See,
That's
for me, yeah, I don't like the whole thing because it's such a long travel day because you got to be at the airport, say, they say 3 hours. It's funny because Air Canada literally says I got to be there 3 hours early. So our flight's at
it.
8 a.m., which means you technically are supposed to be at the airport for 5 a.m. And then it's a 5.5 hour flight, get your bags, and then it's at least an hour in the car to get to the hotel.
Yeah,
So it's a good 10 hours
the day.
travel time from home, like from your home to the hotel. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long one.
Like
Um,
years ago when we would go to Vegas all the time, like we would always travel later at night. Like we would always get on the 8 o'clock flight because then we would get there, with the time change and whatever, it would still be like it'd be like 11 o'clock or whatever. But like getting to and from the airport would be easy or from the airport. And then you're in Vegas, right? Like,
right.
the excitement, the lights. You go for a steak and lobster dinner like an hour after you get there. Who cares if it's
Exactly.
4 o'clock and like in the morning at home? Like that's what you do. So but yeah, like with the travel and everything, and like you're not landing in Vegas. So like I think generally I always do that. I always go earlier, like try to catch a flight at 8 or 9 or 10 in the morning, because
Yes,
like what you do once you're there is like the total opposite of what you of what you do when you land in Vegas. So yeah, that is kind of
it
the
is.
deal. And when we
So
go there.
this time, and they don't have the same like transportation options like when you go to Walt Disney World, right? Like you can do
Well,
mirrors,
yeah,
you
they
can do
don't.
like all of that. They don't have like it's not as
They don't have mirrors. They used to have Super Shuttle. Like before
yes.
COVID, it was Super Shuttle, and like legit you could get to Disneyland for like, I don't know. I don't even remember how much it
It
cost. Like
was
I'm
it
gonna
was
say
a
like
good cost. It was cheap.
like $20 or something. Like
Right.
maybe not even that much. Like I think you got a discount if there's more people with you too. Um yeah, the Super Shuttle was the way to go before. But then after that, I don't know that there's anything like that.
No.
Like
No. And the way
like
that
I
they do it at
yeah.
LA, you have to walk to like they have a separate almost place to go get your Uber or Lyft. Like you can't stay in the terminal. They have a little bus that takes you to a
Yeah, because
place.
their terminal thing is ridiculously crazy. Like
Yes.
I think when you go to the airport and people are like, "Oh, getting to the airport is so crazy." The part that takes the longest is once you get close to LAX. Once you get close to LAX, it can take you probably half an hour just to get to get into where
Yeah.
they need to drop you off or more. Like it makes the Toronto traffic at the airport laughable, like compared to what you see there. Like I
Right.
think, because often depending on the time of the day, like the drive's usually pretty easy. It's just Yeah. It's a bit like, I guess all those years ago, they never ever thought that LAX was going to be like the biggest,
I know,
busiest
like
airport in the one in the world, so that they, or like there would have been space back then. Wouldn't there have been to make things a little
you'd
bit bigger?
think, like to make it bigger. Like I remember once Becky and I, it probably took us 45 minutes just to get out of the airport. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
little
that's what I'm talking
roundabout.
about. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
because it's just like one big long like loop,
Yeah.
loop or whatever. So it's so in like there's nine terminals or eight terminals or 10, whatever it is, and it's just one like one, two, three, four, five, six, like just one big long loop. Like there's all kinds of shortcuts I think they build. I don't know if
Right.
they were always there, but
So
but
they
yeah,
do that
that's
whole Uber or Lyft thing so that you're not clogging up the
yeah,
terminals
yeah,
with
yeah.
pickups and
Because
drop-offs.
your Uber
But
would cost $300 if they picked you up there, probably.
right. So that's a bit of a pain, but this time we're doing it a little different. We're not doing an
Mhm.
Uber to the hotel.
Yeah, we're taking a private transfer
Woohoo, fancy dancy.
because why not?
Why not? Why not? So
Yeah.
the one that you've booked, oh, and you have to tell me how much so I can give you half of it, but where it does a stop. It does a stop on the way there.
Yeah, it stops at they'll do a 35-minute grocery stop for you. So when I requested it, I said that we wanted to take advantage of the stop. So
Nice. Nice.
so yeah,
So we
we'll
can
see
get
how that
some
goes.
snacks and some water.
Hmm. And then carry on. Like the time of day we're landing, yeah, I don't know. Like it's around lunchtime, so we'll
I
see
think
how
it's
long
around
it takes
lunchtime. Yeah.
to get to where we need to be. But we're both getting dropped off at the Disneyland hotel. So we thought, well, what the heck? We're going to the same place.
Right. Yes.
So, well, and the like a couple weeks ago, I had someone tell me that when they were like they don't go to LA very often, and where like the Canadian Airlines drop you off, you can walk to the Uber
Uber
drop off.
pickup. Right.
Like it's pretty much the closest. Like I think we go into terminal eight, and so like you just kind of walk a little bit across. Like it takes a bit, but like if you're able and you can drag your bag, like that's the way to
You
do
could
it.
walk
And
it.
she said she waited 45 minutes for the bus to bring her to the Uber
Yeah.
pickup.
I remember us doing that bus too. Yeah, same
Yeah,
thing. And
like
you just
I've been waiting for the bus, and it take like if it like the thing with this bus is like they come all the time, like but because we're at eight and there's seven before us, the buses always are full.
yes.
So the buses just zoom by, or the buses come, there's no room. So like
Right.
that's why you wait. It's not like there's no buses for 45 minutes. It's the
Right.
fact that
It's
like
that they're
every
full.
single bus that goes by every 3 minutes is
It's
jam-packed full
full.
of people.
And it has to
So
wait in that traffic too. So
yeah, for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
And but yeah, our private transfer is supposed to pick us up right wherever we are, so we won't have to worry
Nice.
about any of that. We gotta, I think, just text them when we land
Nice.
and then collect our bags. Which again, at LAX, that can take a while.
Yeah.
Your
And you have a
bag,
checked bag as well, so you won't be
yeah,
complaining that we're waiting just for my bag.
yeah. So that'll take. Although I could do squeaky, but it's like you don't when you sometimes you go to events, you don't know what they're gonna give you,
Yes.
so you need room.
You need
Like,
room in
whether they
case
give
there's
you a
stuff.
bag or a little bit of swag or whatever, like you need some space to
Right.
bring your stuff home.
So I'm going to have my ginormous one because of course I can't
Yeah.
decide what
Well,
clothes
that's
I'm
the only one I
bringing.
have.
So this is the challenge with a conference like this. It is not like we're not going to do park time. Like I should have added on more days and I didn't. So I'm only there Monday to Friday.
Hmm.
And my first night I'm staying in the Disneyland DVC tower because I managed to get a room there so that I could at least check it out. And then I
Nice.
move over to the Disneyland hotel for the rest of the week. And you're Disneyland hotel the whole time.
Yeah.
So, but this isn't like lots of park time. Like this isn't, we're not going to the parks. We're going to the conference and we're hoping we get some park time.
Yeah, I don't know how much part-time there's going to be. There's a couple little windows of free time, and I think yeah, we'll have
But they're short.
yeah.
Like they look pretty short.
Hmm.
I'm hoping I'm going to get to do a little bit of park on Monday, maybe. and maybe a little bit of park on Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going in probably on Monday, but I'll be going in on Tuesday for sure. And then our event starts on Tuesday night. So we need to, I think,
know.
report at like 6 o'clock or something, 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, on
And then it'll be
Tuesday.
busy.
And then it's Tuesday night, Wednesday all day, Thursday all day, and then I fly out Friday morning.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did it that way, but such is my life. I did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I think the thing that with these events is usually like we don't really know what's happening until much closer to, right? So like we didn't
Yes.
know if there's going to be lots of, well, I assume it's going to be busy, but we really just kind of got the final schedule to really see the timing of everything. We just
Yes.
we just got that last week. So
Well, and that's the thing. Like I've been to Disney events or different things where you're like you literally don't know what's going to happen until you get there, like what kind of the schedule is. Even so my cruise that I'm doing with them in a few weeks, that I booked my flight because they said arrive by I think it was 11 or no, it was 2 o'clock. So I book like the 7 a.m. to make sure that I'm there for the 2 o'clock thing. And then we get the agenda and it's like check-in can start at 2 o'clock, but it goes to like 8 p.m. I don't need to be up at 3 o'clock in the morning for my flight.
is there
So
even is there even an event that first night that you have to
yeah,
go
at
to?
7 o'clock. so
Oh
so
dear.
I
Well,
just I called
at least
WestJet. I
something. At
changed
least
it.
you have to be there. So at least you
Yes,
can get there. This is
I can
Carrie
get
making the
there.
glass half full. You're gonna get there, and then you can have a little nap.
I changed my flight. I called and changed my flight. I
Oh,
paid
did you?
$100. I did. So now instead of the 7 a.m., I'm on like the 11 a.m. So I
Oh,
get
that's
the,
good.
so like I get there and still plenty of time, but I don't have to be up at 3 o'clock in
Yeah,
the morning.
and then you won't be so tired at the end of the day. You can actually enjoy the event instead of being.
Right. Because this is what's going to kill us on Monday. Like I'm talking big, like, oh, I'm going to get into the park on Monday and do something. But let's be honest, I'm going to be up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to get ready for my taxi picking me up. And I'm
Mhm.
already second guessing how much time I've given myself to get to the airport because Air
Yeah,
Canada says I should be there by 5. And honestly, you know that traffic you're talking about at LAX, like how when you get close to the airport, that's what happened to Andrew and I when we were going to the Toronto airport.
Mhm.
There was an accident on the highway, so I said take the toll highway, I'll pay you extra, whatever. So we were making really good time, and when we got close to the airport, stopped bumper to
yeah,
bumper. And it took us half an hour. Like I could see the airport. If it wasn't a highway, we would have been faster to get out and walk.
yeah. That's that, and that was going because that's going into Terminal 3 though too, right? You guys flew
Yes.
WestJet. That's the one thing with me being the porter gal and flying porter all the time is like I used to always do Air Canada and getting in and out of Terminal 1, even when it's busy, 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 is totally different. Like every single time we go into Terminal 3, like because I'm always park and fly and I take the shuttle in, there's always a
A
lineup. And I
backup.
and I
Yeah.
actually had to start factoring that in because the incident where I missed checking my bag,
Yeah.
like that was sort of the case. Like
That was
like
it.
we were outside for like 15 minutes, like waiting to be like to get into the queue so that they can even just get to, like those buses get to drop you off in a special area. But if like the highway going into that special area is jam
Yes.
packed,
Is jammed.
you can't get in there, right? So that's like Terminal 3 is brutal for that. I think Terminal 1's a heck of a lot better because I never remembered that happening, and all the time I exclusively flew with Air Canada.
Air Canada. Yeah,
Never
because
had a problem.
I haven't flown Air Canada recently. I did have Air Canada flights booked when they went on strike, so so I didn't fly them then. So yeah, I haven't had an Air Canada flight in a while, so this will be fun for me.
Thinking like I don't even I would closing my eyes trying to remember what Terminal 1 is like. I could barely remember.
So we're doing this whole like it's basically a 3-day event. So Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, I'm going to need your guidance because you're staying on. So I'm leaving Friday morning and I'm going to need your guidance about what time you think I should call my Uber to go back
Yeah.
to the airport because I don't think it's so much getting into the airport that like I'm going to need extra time to get into the airport, but I think my flight's at like 8 a.m. or something on Friday. So same thing.
Wow.
I'll be there like I'll be up at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, like getting into like it's really just getting to the airport because once you get dropped off, you'll be you'll be up the you'll be through
I
the
hate that airport.
security and all that stuff in like seconds usually. Like
There's
that won't take
nothing to
long.
do in that airport. Like it's so small and it's so like the seat you don't always get a seat. Sometimes you got to sit on the floor. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not looking
yeah.
forward to that.
I usually go like the one where Air Canada goes and probably Porter too, although I don't remember which exactly. I think it's the same one. I usually go to Wolfgang Puck's because they have a Wolfgang Puck's quick service.
Right.
So you spend my $28 US breakfast
That's a good idea.
and I know it's tasty. At least if I'm spending all that money, I
Yeah.
know it's a tasty breakfast. So, but yeah, you're right. There's not much to do in there. And then if you're early, at least you'll find a seat. That's the way. That is the
Yes.
glass half full. There, you're hopefully,
I'll get a seat.
at some point once the flights move about before your flight, you'll probably be able to get a seat for a couple of hours, depending on when the flights around you are leaving.
Right.
So,
So that's
yeah,
our exciting, like, otherwise. And then you're staying. So what are you doing afterwards? So after the
yeah.
Disneyland Hotel and the conference, then what?
Yes. So after the conference, I'm not staying any longer either. Like I'm leaving on Friday. I have a car rental booked, and then I am driving towards Palm Springs, and I'm gonna stay there
Nice.
for 5 nights, I think, in Palm Springs because my mom is coming with me on this trip, so we can bring a roommate. So my mother is my roommate, so she's
That's
going to
so
be
exciting.
getting some rest and relaxation, hopefully, while we're at the Disneyland uh, hotel. And then when we're in Palm Springs, maybe do a couple of adventures, maybe, maybe not, and then just relax, just be in the desert,
I'm
be
so
in the
excited for
mid-century
her. Hmm.
desert and look at all the beautiful architecture and palm trees and desert and mountains and things around there.
You love
So
the desert.
I do. I might just send for the cats. Send home. Please, if you would like to join me, please pack up your things, grab the cats.
Send
Let's
Mr.
go.
Figaro down.
Yeah, it's gonna be I hope I love it. I hope I love it. I've always dreamt of going to Palm Springs because it just looks like fun.
And
Lots of
then
history, lots of Hollywood history there. Like the Disneys had their holiday home there. Elvis, all the celebrities
that's right. So,
had homes there. All the homes are like mid-century marvels. They're beautiful.
and you come home, like, we're literally going to have to record our next episode, like the day you get home or the day after you get home.
Yeah, maybe
Our
we could try to
review.
record it from there too. You never know. Like if we are doing a little bit of R&R, like too much R&R, and I think I'll have lots of time to record from there as long as I have decent internet.
Yes, yes,
Will
for
be.
sure.
The plan is to enjoy, see some things, and then just try to chill out and work. I'll be working, but from the desert.
From the desert. I'm so excited for you. That sounds like so much fun. And I can't wait to hear what's going on in Palm Springs when
Yeah,
you get there.
I hope. One thing I guess we can't really ask people for feedback because it'll be over by the time they listen to this or whatever.
Yeah.
But I was looking at like, cause like I don't want to be going around and like walking like miles and miles and miles. But like you can look online and they have all of these like audio tours. Have you ever heard of anybody that did that?
Well, I've heard of
Like for
like audio
instance,
tours in Walt Disney World where you can get
like
like someone
so
talking in your ear while you're walking, right?
yeah, so for instance, like we're not too far from like the Joshua Tree National Park. So like
Right.
I'm not hiking in no Joshua Tree Park, and then my mom is not interested in hiking. But you can download like audio tours And then
Oh,
when you drive, it like points out things and tells you all kinds of stuff, tells you where to stop.
oh,
So
that's fun.
I might check, I might try to do something like that. I've never, but I think like I watched on, like a while back, I was watching like the Tim Tracker. They came to Canada and they went on a cruise and then they had Canadian friends and the Canadian friends brought them to like Banff and all that stuff. And then when they were driving, like their friends were driving them around, they were listening to those things because like they kept putting the clips in, but then they were saying like how interesting it was and how much they learned and what they knew because when they were driving, it was telling
Oh,
them information about it. So I kind of had that. I knew that it existed, but so I was digging and there's lots of options. Like, so I'm like, how do you know? How do you know which one to do? Or what do you like? I don't know. So I've got to do a little bit of research and figure out, but I think for sure I'm going to try it because I can do
that's
one
so
at Palm
awesome.
Springs of all the homes. Like you can do it where they drive you around and show you all the homes.
Yeah,
And you definitely like there's definitely one for the Joshua Tree National Park, which I think would be cool because like, we're going to be there for 5 days. We'll just go for a nice long drive one day, spend like the day checking that out.
that's
But
awesome.
anyways, we'll see. Well,
Well, see, I'm
or it'll
so
just be like we
excited to
went on
hear
a drive
this.
and we saw nothing because I think we just drove and saw nothing and learned nothing. Who knows?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an action pack time for you and hopefully we can get our review recorded when you get home so that we have an episode in 2 weeks and we'll
You don't hear
share.
from us, you know why?
Yeah, if you don't hear from us, you know what happened.
If that
Um
Wednesday things are silent,
yes,
just know
just
we
know.
had intentions. We just
We
didn't manage
did.
to pull
We
it off.
did. Because you come home on the Wednesday and I actually fly
And
out
you're
on
leaving.
Saturday. So
Yeah.
that messes up our Saturday morning recording schedule. So we may need to figure out if we can do it maybe on that Friday and I can just edit
You know what we
on the
probably should
plane.
do is we probably should do it early one Saturday or Sunday when I'm in Palm Springs is what we should do. Stick to our regular scheduled program. We could talk about our Disneyland experience once you get home.
There you go. Maybe we'll figure it out. Don't you worry. There will be an episode, hopefully. And we will figure out our
We
schedule. And we'll tell you all about the
do
conference, any park time that we had and stuff that we did. And then, of course, Carrie's adventures to Palm Springs, which we're super excited about.
how adventurous it's gonna be. It's gonna be called Carrie Palm Springs. Is it the place where Carrie belongs to be? Is it what she expected it to be
Yeah, because this is
or
where you
not?
talk about retiring in the desert, don't you?
Yes. The desert or me. The desert and me podcast about my experience in the Palm Desert.
Coming soon.
Maybe she just spent a whole lot of time at the Hobby Lobby buying crafts. Maybe she saw Joshua Tree National Park.
Well, it just
I don't
depends
know.
how
Maybe
much
she bought a
room.
mid-century home because she bought the Powerball, a lottery ticket while she was there, or whatever the California equivalent is, and she's bought herself a mid-century magical house. Stay tuned. You never know. Or maybe,
You
I
never
don't know.
know.
She just napped a lot.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Did she even make it to Palm Springs? Which is, quite
Oh,
possible too. You never know.
well, that's all the excitement that's coming up on our next episodes. Um, I think it's that time, Carrie. I think it's
Yeah.
time to share our pixie dust this week. What brought us some joy and happiness?
Yeah. Well, I think my pixie dust is over the last couple weeks. I've been over to my aunt's house for a couple of dinners and a little bit of crafting time. And we haven't done that in a long time. We used to do that quite
Oh,
regularly. And then
yeah.
Carrie gets too busy to do stuff. So I've been over for a couple of meals. And one night it was like tacos at like 9 o'clock at night.
Oh,
but
nice.
it's just lots of fun. And I was doing a little bit of crafting over there one night. I brought some crafts over, so it was fun. So we definitely need. My aunt would have me come visit 3 times a week, but I get too caught up in life and things, and you just need to make sure you find the time to go over and if your aunt wants to feed you tacos, you need to say yes.
You
Like
just
I'll be
need to say,
there.
yes, I'm on my way. That's
So that
awesome.
was a lot of fun. That was good. It kind of sometimes you just need to You need a break, and you need to have a little bit of fun, and you need to be fed. Food fills your belly, but these experiences also feed your soul.
Aww.
What's
That's
your
awesome.
pixie dust?
Well, mine's not quite as soul filling, but I decided to treat myself because of this long flight.
Oh my goodness.
I know, what's funny? I used to fly to Scotland all the time. Like all the time I would go to Scotland. But I realize now it was a night flight. So it would leave at like 9 or 10 at night. So it didn't bother me as much because I would generally sleep the whole way there. But for some reason, these flights, I can't, like, it's 5.5 hours. Anyway, whatever. So my pixie dust is that I treated myself and I resubscribed to Netflix so that I have something to watch on the plane. So I'm super excited about that. And I posted, and some people had sent me some recommendations. There was some show, No One Wants This, with Kristen Bell, and I watched a few episodes. It was kind of fun. It was cute. But yeah, now I'm starting to plan what I'm going to watch on the plane to fill my time in the air, because you and I, we didn't plan it very well. We're not sitting together on the plane. So I'm going to be entertaining myself, which is fine, with my movies. And then I'll come up and see you when I'm stretching my legs.
Do you like it? You don't like anything spooky? Do you like
No.
Like Stranger Things is really good.
No, nothing that's going to give me nightmares.
Oh.
Like spooky, no, just happy
It's like
stuff.
sci-fi. It's like sci-fi, but it's like retro. So like it's got Winona Ryder in it, and it's got like Sean Astin in it, and it's like it's based in the 80s. So like it's all like everything in it's retro. And and that's how it pulls at that's how it gets us in. That's how it got our generation in. And it's like the final season's starting. But that's really, really good. Like it's like I'm the biggest scaredy cat around, and I love it. So
maybe I'll try one. You know? We'll see. You never know.
The first season is the first season is like kindergarten compared to what comes. Like how much more scarier it gets.
Oh, then no.
But it's fine. Like that's the thing. It's just science fiction. It's not anything, you know. It's not like a serial killer murderer type stuff, which you can find plenty of that on YouTube, on Netflix. There's so many documentaries to watch and true crime things to watch. It's not like that. It's sci-fi, but it's really, 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 really good.
We'll see. We'll see what I get into. You never know. And I'll share when I come back what I was
told you
watching.
You need to watch the Shaquille O'Neal documentary.
Yes, you've told me that. So I'm gonna put that on my list.
I told you that about 10 times.
The Shaquille O'Neal documentary.
Yeah, it's called Power Moves with Shaquille O'Neal.
Highly recommending. So I'm gonna add that to my Netflix watch time. Yes, so we'll have lots of information when we come back, but we wanted to share with you our plan and what's coming up. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this podcast, thank you for listening. And we will hopefully be in your ears in a couple of weeks. So thanks for listening. Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.